Welcome to Rings of Power with the Sword Fight Critic, which would be me, the Bachata Knight. So many people subscribed. I thank you dearly. Watched the video or liked the video that you all deserve for me to make some more content just like this here on this channel. So remember in the last episode, I didn't really know what Amazon Prime was. I got all those clips for free off the internet. Well, now I have it. We're going to make episode 2 here, and I come across this fool for the thumbnail of this entire series, and it was instant cringe, because I will show you why. My first beef of episode 2 is just the thumbnail. I'm going to recreate this like this. I'm missing my pommel because someone chopped it off a couple months ago. I haven't fixed it yet, but don't mind that. I have other swords. So I'm mirroring what he's doing right here. Can anyone tell you what is wrong with this picture? This sword is what you would see on the opposite side of his face. Standing and holding it like this does not cut down on the angle needed to block a strike. Right into the head. Now, the proper form would be like this. You can swing a little harder. This guy is my favorite actor in this whole episode. Look at him. He is so into his character right there. When I open the door, check his face out. Perfect acting. I love that guy. Honestly, episode 6 lacked enough sword fighting for me to just make one video out of. So I'm going to make fun of some things here that I think you'll find humorous too. Now check this out. He dips this in fire. As an elf could, he shoots one rope. That one rope, in a split second, snaps. Everything comes down. That rope is holding up wood, metal, this whole entire tower. I've seen string under more stress at the Ren Fair holding together a girl's corset. She only needs to wear it for 8 hours. This is a complete tower. And this is something that this show is great at. I'll give you a great example why I hate movies and shows, and books are better because you get to use your head. Growing up, there's this book I read. It was called something like The Merry Barge. Animals, people on board, right? The animals kick all the people off. They're partying. They're shooting the water cannons. It's, I think, a fire, something that the firemen use. Anyway, long story short, the mice, they nibble at this rope that's holding it to the dock. It's just like this rope here. And over time, the rope just sort of gets nibbled and nibbled, and it eventually breaks. And off goes the barge down the river, and the humans have to come save all these animals from their ignorance. So this series is great at doing stuff like this. A length of time for reaction. You go too long, people lose interest. Too soon, there's no anticipation. This entire scene is a representative of how poor that this show is, things like that. He didn't even need to dip that arrow in fire. It hit that rope, a couple of those braids break, that whole thing comes crashing down. It's ridiculous. A whole tower that probably took 10 years to build is now in rubble in a matter of seconds over one rope. Here's something else I find goofy as heck about this show. Are they under a threat right now? They're on a sailboat in the middle of the ocean. So why do they have armor on? Why do these people wear armor 24/7? So this might be a point of view that something I could fill you in on, since, you know, I do this kind of stuff. I wear armor. When the show's over, I take it off. Unless it's like picture time, I want to look cool for a little bit. A lot of times I take the top half off, I walk around in my legs because I look cool. You know, and then people talk to you. They're like, wow, that's neat. Armor, nice, cool armor, but there's no threat. So why does this billion-dollar budget show? I don't have a billion-dollar budget, but look, I'm able to afford some medieval clothing. Like, why on earth do these people not wear some clothes? For $1 billion, you could wear some of the fanciest medieval outfits on earth. Known to man. But no, they wear armor 24/7. Could you imagine, like, what her breastplate smells like at the end of this episode? It would be disgusting. Check out mine after I sweat in it for 8 hours at an event. You know, it's gross. These people have no concept of safety either. What if they fall over? If she fell over right now, she's going to sink like a rock. You know, no life preservers reaching you. And on top of it, why does no one wear neck protection? Proper neck protection. Give you an example. For SCA, this is what protects your neck. The thing I think is people think you just put a helmet on, you're safe. Their necks are wide open. I'll show you another scene. I'm zooming in on this, but look, this rider, when their head is up like this, fully extended, this is so wide open to lethal shots from stabs, slashes, even from behind the neck. The orcs got it figured out. Check this. There's also something called an aventail. So that thing I just showed you there protects your neck from stabs or cuts. This right here is chainmail. You see this right here? It's called an aventail. It attaches to the back of your helmet. That way, this protects the back of your neck. If someone swings an axe really hard in our sport, and you have chainmail, the weight of the chain actually sucks it up, so it might touch your neck a little bit. You're not allowed to hit the neck anyway, but just in case there was an accident and somebody did, it slows the blade down, it slows the axe down, it doesn't let it penetrate all the way to your neck. The orcs know what's up. How come our heroes are so stupid? I guess because I think what a lot of it has to do with armor. In this show, it's like if you wear armor, like you're an important character, you know, you've made it, like you're in the club. These people that don't wear armor, and you can see a lot of them just wear their basic, cheap budget, $1 million budget medieval tunics, you know, that just shows that they're not that class. So to be a really cool character, you got your armor on and you wear it all day long. I guess it's just how Rings of Power is. Chainmail aventail. So if a sword does go up under here, or an axe, you know, it could maybe hit your neck, but I'm not going to get cut. I'm probably not going to get poked. We use blunted axes and swords in its full force, so we hit each other as hard as we can. But I feel pretty safe in this. You are not getting to my neck under that. Chainmail and the fabric aventail. Why our heroes can't afford any, I don't know. I think it's just an aesthetics thing. They must think it's going to ruin the look. But here's something else that drives me nuts. Where's this guy's bow? Your elf main character, Archer, where's his bow? Does he have a quill? Any arrows on his back? No. He carries a sword all the time, so where's his bow? Main character, elf, Archer, where's your bow? Where's your bow? He's pretty good with a bow. Where's his bow? He's fighting with a stick. Where's his bow? Here comes trouble. Where's your bow? Soldier, where's your bow? He's escaping with something very important to us. I can point with my sword. Boy, if I had my bow, I could have shot him probably 5 times by now, but he escapes. Where's your bow? And who rode off with that special item? Mr. Faith No More. Remember them? Or if you're from a younger generation, maybe these lyrics might help you out. It's in your reach, but you can't grab it. Immediately followed up with some terrific dialogue. You remember me. You remember me. It's very well written because after a while, and all this time goes by, he says, No. I guess he doesn't remember him. The CGI and everything, the scenery in this movie is fantastic. I can't argue with that. But the thing that ruins it about this scene is that armor. That fake-looking armor. It looks like horse armor you'd buy at, if you went to Spirit Halloween this year. You could find a horse cosplay right in there. Here comes the cavalry on their plastic horses. There's a lot of battle footage that the Sword Critic could go over today. But here's my favorite guy to make fun of. He hasn't learned a thing. Still swinging wildly all over the place. But I'm not going to pick on him today because as a critic, I could also understand we're all human. There's a big skirmish going on. There's things all around. And I'm sure not everyone, especially me, is always going to rely on proper form. So I like to stick to the one-on-one duels to really get into the critiques, like I did with the thumbnail in the beginning. But there's 2 more things I'd like to go over. One is something any fighter should know with our friend the elf. And the other one is going to be a final scene that I think would happen in real life and could work in real life. That you may look at this movie and think is total BS and cinema garbage, but I will show video proof to show you that it could possibly happen. This scene was actually the teaser for this episode online, and it's really cool, actually, I think, the parkour that he does and everything, fighting this orc that's so much bigger and stronger than he is, and look at everything, he does a huge kick, but then, and this is where it ends in the teaser, and I think it was a great teaser, but they didn't show this part because it's so stupid. Watch what happens. Boom! Right in the face. So you mean to tell me that this guy here just got whacked in the face and he was jumping off a wall with 1 foot. He did like capoeira style martial arts. This guy is so stupid. He hasn't learned anything in his life but to always have your guard up. Keep your hands up. He kicks him. Martial arts. And the very first basic thing that happens is he gets punched in the face. It's so stupid. To get on to what I said about last week, I had a scene where I said it was totally believable. some of you disagreed and thought it wasn't. It was this scene right here. She ducks under it. As I said, it was totally telegraphed. But see, I think this is possible because of this clip right here. I've seen it done in real life. People follow this guy's training manuals. So there you have it. I think that was a totally believable thing. Now here is today's Believe It or Not. Do you think that this is possible? Check out on the horse. So she dodges the arrow. I don't know about that. But this is the scene right here. When she is hanging from her horse and attacks him like that. Is that possible? I'm going to show you right now why it is. Roll clip. So as you can see here, it is totally possible. You just have to have core strength and a little bit of luck, I guess. But I think it is a totally possible, believable cinematography work of art. But deep down inside, we all can remember one low-budget production that did it a lot better. Hope you enjoyed this video today. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you do like these videos, at least for a while, I'm going to be making content like this as much as I can, at least as well as my usual armored fighting and things you'll see. We have 2 events coming up. A team event next weekend, and then I'm doing a duels tournament 2 weekends after that. So you can always catch up footage here too. Everybody, I hope you liked the Rings of Power with the Sword Critic, episode number 2. If there's some action in episode number 7, we'll cover it here too, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.